Ferdinand Jacob Lindheimer was born May 21st, 1801, in Frankfurt, Germany. By his father Johann Hartmann Lindheimer and his mother Jeanette Magdalene Reiser Lindheimer. Starting his educational journey, he attended the University of Bonn, located in Bonn, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany, where he had earned a scholarship in philology. He also attended the University of Jena in Jena, Thuringia, Germany, and the University of Wiesbaden, located in Wiesbaden, Germany. Concluding his education, he has no record of degree. However, he decided to immigrate to the U.S. to become a teacher.
So next is his immigration to Texas. He worked at Bunsen Institute as a teacher prior to moving to America. There he was a known associate to people who were interested in starting a revolution through the German Confederation of States. This revolution was demanding for individual freedoms such as voting rights to women and to those who don't own real property, as well as spending public money on a sanitation reform. On April 1833, a revolution was attempted. However, troops moved into Frankfurt and caused the revolution to fail. Lindheimer and his family had been alienated and put at risk due to his political beliefs. This led him to leave Germany with his family.
Bye-bye.
He then immigrated to America, first stopping at Illinois. He stayed there for a while until he decided to head towards Texas. Due to the Texas Revolution, he was unable to head directly to Texas, so he detoured to Mexico for about a year. Eventually, he decides to try and join the Texas Revolution. Before he was able to reach Texas, he shipwrecked somewhere near Alabama. Not too long after that, he finally arrived at Texas.
Ferdinand finally reached his desired destination and made it to Texas, where he lived the last 43 years of his life. He arrived in San Jacinto on April 22, 1836, exactly one day after the final battle of the Texas Revolution. Ferdinand arrived in late spring, just in time to marvel at all the late spring wildflowers in bloom along the Texas coast, a true wonder to behold. He started to travel across Texas in the early days of the Texas Republic. Ferdinand traveled by horse cart in search of unidentified plants and animals. He collected plants in quantity mostly near the then German settlements of New Braunfels, Fredericksburg, and Batina. Ferdinand forged an alliance with the Comanche, especially Chief Santa Anna, who believed him to be a medicine man since he was always collecting plants. Through this friendship, he was able to travel with him often, allowing him to travel in regions no other botanist had been able to. He did not name the species himself. What Ferdinand did was collect the plants and send the specimens to various experts who would in turn name them in his honor. He especially sent a lot of specimens to German-American botanist George Engelmann. This is why so many species of Texas plants and even some animals bear his name. Some of these plants you may know include the milkweed and the prickly pear. This is why he would eventually be named the father of Texas botany. Eventually, Ferdinand settled in New Braunfels and became the editor of a German-language newspaper until 1872. Unfortunately, he later died in the year of 1879.
A few decades after Lindheimer died, the Texas Historical Commission placed recorded Texas Historic Landmark number 1590 on his grave. The Lindheimer House, a building he worked on while he was still alive, was preserved as a public museum and botanical garden by the New Braunfels Conservation Society. The Lindheimer House was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1970. Ferdinand Jacob Lindheimer was the first recognized botanist in Texas and is honored in the Texas Horticulture Hall of Fame. He also has over 20 species and one genus bearing his name, including showy fan petals and the Texas rat snake. Perhaps what he is most remembered for, though, is being the father of Texas botany, furthering the study of botany in the Lone Star State.